Hello, I am Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. Who wins in a fight? Batman or Ben Tennyson? Stay tuned for the next video to find absolute Batman versus absolute Ben Tennyson. So, Batman is a top universe hand-to-hand fighter who can prepare for anything. That's nice, Batman is not hacking the Omnitrix, and he cannot come up with a contingency plan for every single Ben 10 alien. Furthermore, what if Ben 10 absorbed Batmite's DNA? Batman is not winning this one. I am a nerd, by the way. And Bill Cipher is causing mayhem in Nerd Central. Hello, I am a nerd. Malware versus Rick Sanchez. Who's gonna win? I'm so sorry, but any invention made by Azimuth is going to destroy Rick Sanchez. You see, that's the thing about Rick. He's the world's stupidest genius. He doesn't realize the consequences of his actions, and he makes every invention so he can be as lazy as he can be. Meanwhile, Azimuth is an absolute perfectionist. And Malware is no exception to his dark past. Hey guys, who's smarter? Rick Sanchez or Azimuth from Ben 10? There's only one right answer. Say it in the comments. We are nerds. Hello, I'm a nerd. Omnithan thinks is tough S. But what happens when the Omnitrix scans his DNA? The answer breaks the universe. We are nerds. I know Ben Tennyson eats chili fries and weird smoothies, but he is still more of a peak human than Omni-Man is a peak Viltrumite. Despite popular fan opinion, the Omnitrix does not create the peak version of a species because its job is to help people communicate with a species, and if you turned into a human but became Captain America, that wouldn't really help you communicate with regular humans. But Ben 10 is peak human and is a Tennyson, so is tough. Ben 10 would be the toughest Viltrumite, including Thrag. So guys, if you want to join my crew and stay up to date with cartoons and anime, make sure to join my pirate ship and subscribe. We got the Jolly Roger on my 4th wall shop. The Omnitrix would need special locks on Viltrumite DNA because it dominates other forms of DNA. Mark is half human and is almost a full-blooded Viltrumite. Hello, I'm a nerd. Fans think Homelander is a god, but Ben 10 doesn't even need Alien X to stomp him into dust. Way Big would destroy Vought Tower without noticing, and Chromostome ages Homelander into dust. It's a total bloodbath, so is there any soup in the boys that can beat the Omnitrix? Let me know, we are nerds. If you like daily Ben 10 breakdowns, subscribe. Hello, this is I Am a Nerd. There's been a murder of a variant of Oliver Queen in the Absolute Universe. We must be off at once. Green Arrow is one of the nicest guys in the DC Universe, and has just been murdered. Okay, Pumpkinhead, this is Oliver Queen's last known place of whereabouts. So, are there any clues here? I am a nerd. Bad news, I'm picking up traces of nth metal with the power of Shazam attached to them. Dear goodness, Pumpkinhead, nothing is right in the Absolute Universe. nth metal with Shazam's power, that points to Carter Hall of Earth, the absolute Hawkman. And if nth metal was you, and the Carter Hall of this universe, who is he? It appears Absolute Carter Hall is an assassin working for the Absolute Justice League. Are you sure you want to get into this, I am a nerd? They have Absolute Joker, Absolute Ra's al Ghul, Absolute everyone. The case is solved. Absolute Hawkman killed. Absolute Green Arrow on behalf of the Absolute Justice League. We are nerds! Hello, my name is I Am a Nerd. Azmith is smarter than Rick Sanchez. The recency bias is cray-cray. Rick Sanchez may have made a universe to power his car, but he didn't even make a Dyson sphere. And Azmith made the Omnitrix, which is basically a Noah's Ark for all species in the cosmos. Azmith is smarter than Rick Sanchez. We are nerds. If you enjoyed this video, check out the related video in the pinned comment. Who is smarter, Azmith or Rick? We are nerds. Day 1 of Ben 10 versus the Viltrumite Empire. Ben 10 walks through a portal and suddenly sees an unusual person in the sky. It's Omni-Man smashing Mark through a train. Ben Tennyson turns into Accelerate and saves a bunch of people from the collision. Worse things happen. A man is punching his defenseless son across the planet. But this Ben Tennyson is not going to put up with it. Ben 10 transforms into Way Big and flattens Omni-Man on the ground. Hello, I'm a nerd. I wrote my own book series, Waratahs of North Bank. It's fantastic. Waratahs of North Bank is about a species of shapeshifters called Waratahs. If you wear their clothes, you become them. So if I put on the sorting hat, it would come alive. Or if I dressed as Thor the Thunderer or even Superman, I would get all their powers, knowledge, and abilities. So, I have a question. Waratahs are long-lived beings. They can become anything. They have 118-year-old childhoods. Would you rather become a Waratah who can become anything with a costume? Or would you rather be a Super Saiyan that can take on Namek Frieza? Answer in the comments. We are nerds. Hello, I am a nerd. Futurama got dark matter all wrong. Nibbler's poops should have been invisible this whole time. You see, dark matter in Futurama is a very rare fuel source that's also Niblonian poop. But the Niblonian poop that is dark matter should make up about 95% of matter in the universe. They got the fact that it's very dense correct, but it's not a black ball. 95% of the gravity in the universe is dark matter. So, if they were drawing dark matter scientifically accurate, Nibbler would be doing invisible poops, and they would be putting very, very heavy invisible stuff in the fuel tank, and no one would be able to see or interact with it, and it would make up 95% of the universe. Tell me, do you like Futurama's take on dark matter? We are nerds. Is Deadpool actually the GOAT of Marvel Rivals, or is Jeff? So, Deadpool is an awesome DPS and Vanguard. He has some killer moves, but don't forget Jeff's ult. Jeff can swallow an entire battlefield full of enemies at the same time. Whereas Deadpool is really cool because he's got all these different roles that he can play in the same game. Who do you think is better, Jeff or Deadpool? Subscribe if you think they should put Gwenpool in Marvel Rivals. Deadpool was not a rip-off of Deathstroke. Deadpool's inspiration was never from the DC Assassin. The creators will confirm that the inspiration for Deadpool was indeed Spider-Man. Who would win in a fight, Deadpool or Deathstroke? Hello, I am a nerd. You have $100. What are you buying? Easy, the Omnitrix and the Gum Gum Fruit. That's all I need. The Omnitrix was already more than enough, but if I can get the Gum Gum Fruit, I can become living rubber and jump on things. You seriously have to realize Tsunade would get stomped by the Omnitrix. Gum Gum Heat Blast! So what do you guys think? We are nerds. Not only so I could learn magic super fast, but I could also cast magic with hyperspeed. Imagine 1,000,000 spells attacking another spell wielder in a millisecond. Or imagine what I could do with super speed. I could cast spells against an entire group of enemies, an entire army at super speed, effectively single-handedly dueling an army all at once. Plus, with super speed, you could cast magic faster than people could see. So, technically speaking, I could cast high-level spells one after another with no limitations within a few seconds. We are nerds. Hello, I am a nerd. Ben 10 is stuck in a time loop. Bloody heck, Ben 10 is stuck in multiple time loops. Here's why. So, we all remember the first episode of Ben 10 when the watch flies down from outer space and lands near Ben Tennyson. But why does it take a sharp turn towards him as if the Omnitrix was seeking him out? Well, this is the time loop theory. Ben 10 gets the watch, a multiverse is created. Then Vilgax destroys the multiverse in the episode, and then there was Ben, leaving the one Ben in the multiverse, the most important Ben in the multiverse, No Watch Ben with Prime Ben's Omnitrix. And he uses Cannon Bolt to knock the Omnitrix down to where Ben is. And then the Omnitrix flies on his wrist and did what it did, and got superpowers, he's no ordinary kid. And that's not even the only canon time loop Ben 10 is in. You see, every time Ben meets his future self, his future changes. So in the classic series, Ben 10, shall we say, meets his future self, and that changes the timeline to another future Ben 10,000. And in Omniverse, Ben meets himself with the Biotrix, which creates alien fusions, and that then creates even more another future which Ben will become. And when our Ben becomes Ben 10,000, he'll go back in time and, well, he will be. That future will be erased as well. We are nerds. Subscribe for daily Ben 10 breakdowns. Hello, I am a nerd. Ben 10 versus Archie Sonic. Let's go. Archie Sonic is way multiversal. He is so powerful that he stretches across, that he can recreate the entire multiverse. Ben 10 in Alien X can create the entire multiverse as well, but that's not counting Supersonic and Hypersonic, rip-offs of Super Saiyan, but way stronger. I'm sorry, I love Ben 10, but it's not beating Hypersonic. Subscribe for the next matchup, Ben 10 versus Gwenpool. Tool channel favourites, we are nerds. Oh, and by the way, Gwenpool is better than Deadpool. We are nerds. Hello, I am a nerd. Fremantle Harbour was one of the biggest submarine bases in World War II. Let's talk if Arlong could destroy it. So, Arlong lost to a version of Monkey D. Luffy from the East Blue, which shows he's not as powerful as big pirates like Jinbei or Whitebeard. By the way, if you're a nerd, you're welcome here. So, if Arlong could tear through World War II, if Arlong can tear through world government ships, it's safe to say he's pretty fast and pretty agile and dangerous in the water. But imagine Arlong trying to tear through a World War II submarine. The commanders there have the skill and the operations to take out Arlong, and if not, well, let's just say 100 people like Bellamere would be charging him all at once. If you like One Piece and loved the Arlong arc in the East Blue, subscribe. Hello, I am a nerd. Some people have a problem with the live-action Brook. And are you kidding me? That man is perfect for Brook. Did you not see the energy he brought to the role? Furthermore, if you have a problem with Brook, feel free to take it up with Monkey D. Luffy. He will sort you out. Then you'll come and see me, and I'll deal with what's left. I don't take kindly to racism or xenophobia. I Am a Nerd is a safe place for everyone. And Brook's actor looks like he's gonna kill it from what I saw. So if you have a problem with Brook, you take it up with Monkey D. Luffy. Because he is going to be king of the pirates. Hello, I am a nerd, and I just want to say, Bingle Bongler of Beans, you are right. There's only two things that matter with the casting of Soul King Brook. Number 1, Oda picked him. Number 2, he's doing an immaculate job as Brook. Any more questions? We are nerds. Who wins this fight, Brook or Emu? Hope you're caught up with the manga. Hello, I am a nerd. Invincible Season 4 came out and they just revealed the Scourge virus. There's a reason why there's only 50 Viltrumites in the universe. And it's because a virus was placed on their home planet which killed billions of Viltrumites. Omni-Man is one of the only survivors. And spoilers ahead, so swipe away now. Invincible will also get the Scourge virus later on. Omni-Man is coming to terms with the fact that he has killed his entire people. And believe you me, Thrag is going to kill everyone. He is the most powerful villain we have seen yet. And with the heroes of Earth fighting incredible battles, how will Earth fare to lose its champion so they can give it to the universe? And let me tell you, who do you think would win? Thrag or Ben 10 with a Viltrumite DNA sample? We are nerds.